made a list of common sleep myths that I've come across a lot recently, and I think they need busting. This is one that's commonly bandied around: overtiredness prevents sleep. That is not how sleep biology works. At worst, your baby will be grumpy and a bit jumpy at sleep time. It might mean that you've got to work a little bit harder to help them relax, but extreme tiredness does not prevent sleep. Furthermore, following a rule like this means that it limits you from experimenting to see if maybe the reason your child resists sleep is because they're simply not tired enough. Next one, children need to sleep on their own in order to learn how to be independent. This one's really annoying to me, much like saying if you want your child to learn to swim, you cannot be in the pool. The way I work is to help children to feel safe and confident in the way that they fall asleep first, before we ask mum or dad to put more distance between them. Once we see that we're no longer needed to help initiate sleep, it's much easier to move away and give them that space. Just like swimming, we're not going to move away until they show us that they're perfectly happy to do it on their own. And typically, if we do it the other way and force them into something, it causes all kinds of unnecessary anxiety and fear. Another one, never wake a sleeping baby. This is a luxury, really, that can only be afforded to a family with one child. In my experience, when you've got quite a few children on the scene, you have to wake kiddies up to go off to this appointment, to go to kinder, to go to school drop-off. It's okay to wake your baby if you need to. Nothing bad will happen. And lastly, holding your baby to sleep spoils them. Ugh. This is not backed by science. This is social conditioning at its finest. It's founded in capitalist, colonial misogyny. It's basically claptrap. And the main things that drive this belief are, firstly, the capitalist element of if your baby doesn't need you, that frees you up to be productive and do things that are important, suggesting that being with your baby isn't important. And historically, we've also been taught that carrying our babies a lot is somehow primitive. You know, it's what cultures in underdeveloped countries do. That is not how we do things in the West. Like somehow it indulges children and teaches them to be soft. Heaven forbid we rear soft, gentle children. And again, it's always so easy for the patriarchy to blame mothers and shame mothers for doing what comes instinctively to them. So next time somebody says to you, oh, you're holding your baby too much, it spoils them, just have a think about what is behind that statement. There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. And that person who said it probably doesn't realise the half of what's behind what made them say it to you in the first place. So there you go, a handful of the myths that I work on busting with my clients multiple times a week. When people try and follow these myths, thinking they're rules, it simply stops them from experimenting with other things that may work, but they feel like it's the wrong thing to do. So I hope that going through these today has just helped you realise that you don't have to follow these things. They're not evidence-based and can be seriously unhelpful in many cases. This is just a handful of the myths that are out there, so if you've got a favourite one that is said to you often, please share it in the comments. I'll do my best to bust that one for you too.